Today we're going to talk about combining like terms. Yesterday in class, we discussed the key terms: variable, algebraic expression, coefficient, term, like term, and combining like terms. Please pause your video to refresh your memory on these terms. Now it's time for a little practice. When combining like terms, it is important to remember that only terms with the same variable and same power can be combined. Same variable and same power. With that said, let's solve the expression 2y plus 5y plus 3. We're looking for same variable, same power. The first term, 2y, shows y to the first power. So now I'm looking for other y's that are also to the first power. Here I have positive 5y to the first power. So these two in purple are considered like terms because they have the same variable to the same power. Positive 3 here is a constant, so he stands alone in this case. My job now is to combine the purple like terms. So 2y plus 5y is 7y. And then I have plus 3. This is my simplified expression, 7y plus 3. You may remember from 6th grade that having a subtraction sign is like having a negative. So adding a negative is the same as subtracting. To practice this, let's try 2x plus 5 minus 4x minus 7. I'm going to give you a chance to try your hand at this problem. If you would, pause your video and combine like terms. Start by showing which ones are purple and which ones are orange. If you said terms that contain x to the first power belong to the same family, you are correct. So 2x and negative 4x are like terms. Notice I said negative 4x. That's 2x and negative 4x. Those are like terms because they're both x to the first power. Also, positive 5 and negative 7 are both constants because they don't have a variable. So our job then is to combine 2x and negative 4x. So 2x plus negative 4x, that's going to give us negative 2x, and 5 plus negative 7, that's going to give us negative 2. So our simplified expression is negative 2x minus 2. What if you had exponents? Then what would you do? Let's try 2x squared plus 4x plus 5x squared plus 2. Remember, you're looking for same variable, same power. So if I start with the first term, 2x squared, that's a variable of x to the second power. I'm asking myself, do I see any other x squareds in the expression? Right here. So 2x squared and 5x squared are like terms. The second term is positive 4x. That's an x to the first power. Since I don't see any other x's to the first power, he is his only like term. Also, positive 2 is a constant. That means it has no variables. And since there are no other terms with no variables, positive 2 is in his own family as well. So now, my job is to combine 2x squared plus 5x squared. I get 7x squared plus 4x plus 2. So there's my simplified expression with exponents. So now let's apply this. We are given an isosceles triangle with side lengths labeled with one variable. Our job is to find the perimeter of the isosceles triangle when x equals 5 and y equals 8. Just as you would find any perimeter, you need to add up the exterior side lengths. So 3x plus x plus 2 plus 5x plus x plus 2. Then I need to combine like terms. So using my colored marker, I'm going to square every term that is x to the first power. X to the first power, x to the first power. Even though this x does not have a coefficient attached, it's still 1x to the first power. X to the first power, x to the first power. Then, with another color, I'm going to define any number that is just a constant. Positive 2, positive 2. All right, so now my job is to combine like terms. 3x plus 1x, that's 4x, plus 5x, that's 9x, plus x gives me 10x. 2 plus 2 gives me 4. So here's my simplified expression. But remember the question asked, find the perimeter when x equals 5 and y equals 8. So here they have defined the value for x and y. So now our job is to use substitution to solve for the perimeter. So 10 times 5, remember wherever I see an x, I'm going to put a 5. So 10 times 5 plus 4 10 times 5 is 50 plus 4 equals 54. It seems as though y equals 8 may be extraneous information. So the perimeter of our isosceles triangle is 54 units. Your job now is to go on Edmodo and complete the quiz for this chapter.